Welcome back to the Coaching from My Wheelchair podcast. I'm your host, Coach Jay. Today we're tackling something we all wrestle with, whether we admit it or not. It's being ourselves. Now, you probably heard the advice, just be yourself at some point in your life. Maybe right before a first date, a big interview, or when you were about to step on stage. And let's be honest, that advice can feel about as useful as telling someone in quicksand to just relax. But here's the thing, neuroscience actually supports it. Your brain wants you to be yourself. It literally rewards you for it. When you're authentic, living in alignment with your values and who you truly are, your brain celebrates. It fires off a cocktail of dopamine, oxytocin, and calm, steady vibes. And when you're not authentic, your brain pouts like a toddler who just dropped their ice cream cone. Today, we're going to explore why authenticity is more than just a motivational phrase. It's a brain-based survival strategy. I'll break down the science, share some real-life examples, give you practical tools to practice authenticity, and answer a few frequently asked questions. And because this is me, we'll add a little humor along the way, because being yourself doesn't have to be heavy. Okay, why authenticity matters right now. Let's begin with the obvious. Why is this important today? We live in a world full of highlight reels, filters, and carefully crafted online identities. It's easier than ever to slip into a performance version of ourselves. The danger is, the more we perform, the less connected we feel to ourselves and to others. Consider how much energy it takes to pretend. Pretending you love your job when you don't. Pretending you're fine when you're not. Pretending to be someone else just to be accepted. It's draining. Our brains recognize this, and they start sounding alarm bells. Hello stress, hello anxiety. So if you've been feeling tired of playing the part, congratulations. Your brain is nudging you back to authenticity. Here's a quick story I want to share. Early in my coaching career, I believed I had to look and sound like every other polished suit and tie leadership coach out there. So I showed up stiff, overly formal, using big words I didn't even like. Guess what? I felt drained after every session, and my clients sensed it too. One day, I decided to be true to myself in the room. I cracked a joke. I shared part of my personal journey. I showed up as Coach J, wheelchair, wit, quirks, and all. You know what happened? The sessions improved. My clients opened up more, and I had more energy. That was my brain rewarding me for aligning with who I really am. All right, here's a deep dive into the brain's reward system. Neuroscience shows that. Dopamine acts as your brain's attaboy chemical. When you're genuine, dopamine flows and strengthens that authenticity. Cortisol decreases when you're authentic, leading to less stress and overthinking. Oxytocin rises during sincere, heartfelt conversations, fostering trust and connection. So, being authentic not only makes life easier, but also helps wire your brain for happiness and resilience. Now let's flip the script. What happens when you're not authentic? You burn out faster because pretending is draining. Anxiety increases because your brain detects something's off. Your self-worth diminishes because deep down you know you're hiding. Here's the kicker. Your brain doesn't just recognize the disconnect, it punishes you for it. It treats it like a threat. That's why you might feel restless, irritable, or even lonely when you're not being your true self. Think about a time you went to a party and felt like you had to act cooler than you really are. You leave exhausted, replaying every conversation. That's your brain's way of saying, hey, let's not do that again. Compare that with spending an evening with your closest friend where you can relax in sweatpants, tell cheesy jokes, and be authentic. You leave feeling energized. Same social situation, but one feeds your mind and the other drains it. The 4 components of authenticity. Psychologists identify authenticity through 4 main factors. 1. Self-awareness. Understand your emotions, motives, and needs. 2. Unbiased processing. View yourself honestly, including your strengths and weaknesses. 3. Authentic behavior. Act in accordance with your values, even when it's challenging. 4. Authentic relationships. Have trust and openness with others. Think of these as the 4 wheels of a car. If one wheel goes flat, your ride becomes bumpy. Keep all 4 inflated, and your life will run much more smoothly. Key benefits, why you should care. Authenticity isn't just nice, it's powerful. It leads to higher self-esteem, stronger, deeper relationships, greater resilience in tough times, less stress and anxiety, and the big one, more life satisfaction. Living authentically is like upgrading your operating system. Everything just runs smoother. All right, let's get into some practical tools for everyday life. Micro moments of honesty. Start small. Speak your mind kindly in a meeting. Admit when you don't know something. Say no when you need to. Reflect daily. Ask yourself, was I being myself today or was I putting on a show? Practice vulnerability. Share a real story with someone you trust. Vulnerability strengthens connection and reduces stress. Surround yourself wisely. Hang out with people who appreciate the real you. If you can't be yourself around someone, that's a sign. Anchor to values. Write down your top 3 values. Check your decisions against them. If it doesn't fit, maybe it's not right for you. Now, let's talk about authenticity in professional life. Many people think being authentic at work means oversharing or breaking rules. It doesn't. It means finding ways to align your job with your personal values. For example, if teamwork is a core value, you can show that by supporting colleagues, celebrating others' wins, and collaborating openly. If creativity is a value, look for chances to solve problems in new ways. Authenticity at work is about showing up consistently, not hiding who you are Monday through Friday. Here's a quick exercise you can try right after this episode. Grab a piece of paper and make 2 columns. On the left, write down moments when you felt most alive, energized, and happy. On the right, write moments when you felt drained, anxious, or disconnected. Now look for the patterns. Chances are, the left side shows times when you were authentic, and the right side shows moments when you weren't. That awareness alone is powerful. Here are some of my frequently asked questions and coaching nuggets. Let's address a few common questions. What if people don't like the real me? That's okay. The people who do appreciate the real you are the ones you want around anyway. Can authenticity be developed? Absolutely. It's like a muscle. You strengthen it through practice. What if I don't even know who I am anymore? Start with curiosity. Journal, ask trusted friends for feedback, or work with a coach. Self-awareness is the first step. Okay, folks, that's a wrap. Here are my final thoughts. Your brain is designed to celebrate who you truly are. Authenticity isn't just a buzzword, it's part of our biology. When you stay true to yourself, your brain rewards you with peace, joy, and connection. So, this week, I challenge you. Practice one act of authenticity. Say no without guilt. Speak your truth kindly, or let someone see the real you. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Coaching from My Wheelchair podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please share it and leave a review. And as always, this is Coach Jay reminding you to stay educated, stay informed, and learn something new.
You can also buy a copy of Coach Jay's book, Coaching from My Wheelchair. Tips, tidbits, tools, and strategies for improving your personal and professional self-development, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. You can also connect with him on social media, on Instagram at TWCCSLLC, and you can also find him on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and through his website at therightcoachingservices.com/podcasts.
Thanks for tuning in, and remember to stay educated, stay informed, and learn something new. Until next time, this is Coach Jay.